So, you want to draw muscles. To draw muscles properly, you need to understand some basic anatomy of the male body. Now, anatomy can be a broad topic, but there are a few important things you should know first. To draw a muscular male body, one key thing is the V shape. It is very common for men to have broader shoulders than hips. You can divide the torso into three equal parts. The first third is the chest, the second third is the abs, and the final third lead to the pelvis and the start of the legs. Here's a tip. The second third, where the abs are, is usually where the elbow falls when the arms are relaxed. That's a good reference point. I will start by sketching the shoulders using a V shape. You could think of it like a triangle, but it's not exactly a perfect one. Then I will add another triangle shape at the bottom for the hips to keep it simple. Next, I will draw a center line and divide it into three equal parts. In the first third, I will place the shoulder and the chest area. In the second third, I will add a circle for the elbow. Then I will connect the shoulder to the elbow with a curved line to show the arm's shape. It doesn't have to be perfect now, since we will define it later. After that, I will continue the arm down to the hand. You can reduce the opacity of this layer and draw on top of it. I will start refining with the neck, shoulders, and the arm muscles, like the triceps and biceps. You will need to study anatomy more for accuracy, so feel free to use a reference image or just follow along with me. Now I'm sketching the chest. Notice I'm not drawing it as a perfect circle. I often see beginners do that, but the male chest has a slightly different form. I will add the cleavage line and refine the shoulders more. Then move on to the triceps and forearms. You don't have to use a very thin brush like I do. That might be hard if you're just starting. I recommend using a slightly bigger brush. It will be easier and faster. Once you're comfortable, you can go in with smaller lines and add details. The abs. They are not just flat rectangles, they have volume and structure. That might not show clearly in a rough sketch, but it's important to understand. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of line art. I use it mostly as a base for rendering. You can also use the liquify tool to adjust the flow of the body and make things look more symmetrical if needed. Finally, let me know if you prefer detailed shading and shadows or if you like the simpler style I usually go for. That's it for today's tutorial. I hope you learned something. Stay tuned, I have got a lot of good stuff coming.